Alright, we have completed the next section of Tartarus. Turn this in. Let's see. I see you treated the fourth document, and before the deadline. Well done. We are one step closer to the truth. You know, it seems like people write about both good and bad experiences in their diaries, doesn't it? Have you ever thought about that? Fast retreat. So, I guess social links until exams? Oh boy. Silence! Class has begun. I plan on using the word magic in a very general sense. But today we'll talk about the single most magical place in time. Today's topic is the magic of medieval Europe. There are a lot of materials pertaining to Western magic, from books to folklore. We'll cover all of it, including the changes it's gone through. As I mentioned last time, European magic has its origins in paganism, starting with Christianity, though it's been influenced by the influx of various cultures. Some well-known examples are Kabbalah, the study of the mystical aspects of Jewish texts; Gnosticism, that's where I believe that's where Satanael and Yaldabaoth of Persona 5 comes from, or their stories originate from. Adam Codman, I forgot his name, is the royal final boss. A Christian sect founded by Simon Magus, the sorcerer. Greece's philosophy and natural sciences were the fruits of magical research. The same is true of Islam's scientific advances, which surpassed Europe's at the time. Now, as for the circumstances of magic in this age, it was an early era where the rule of Christianity and the insight of the natural sciences collided. Magicians bravely reached up for a connection with the gods. Are you all awake? You're not daydreaming, right? A little test to see if you were listening. Get it wrong and you'll get a scary guardian angel. Who should I choose? Alright, Makoto, I ask thee. What is the mystical study of Jewish text? Kabbalah. Very good. The magicians of the age achieved great things, particularly the famous grimoires. Grimoires are collections of a wide range of magical texts, and they gave Bel Cornell his magic. Okay, who is there to hang out with? It is a Friday. We got Fuka. Student Council is also on Friday. It's Thursday. Girl at the Shrine is a Saturday. Student Council. I see. Well, I can see it that way. It was a waste of my time anyway.
Sup, dude?
Sup, dude? I better go study. The exams are coming up. Nothing to do at night. So to sleep I go. Hey, what's up? Exams are pretty soon. Have you been studying? Yeah. Seriously? Like I care. Here we go! Finally, we're up to Tierra no Mascaro, the turning point of the era of the samurai. It all began from infighting among the Tyra clan. Their conflict escalated until the imperial court intervened. Masakado was pursued by the imperial court and had no choice but to openly oppose him. The result was known as the War of Masakado. Makoto, you don't look anything like a samurai, but let's see if you know this one. What title did Tara no Masako claim for himself? I don't know. Imperial Prince. Correct. There's the exam. Let's skip forward a little to the Kamakura era. At last, the samurai's presence begins to be felt in history. In 1185, the Kamakura shogunate was established. Yes, we're there. And of course, its founder was Minamoto no Yoritomo. I can't believe we're finally here. It's from Akihiko. Ikusuke-san is coming tonight. He has something to tell us. We'll meet on the 4th floor as soon as everyone's back. Storms are coming. It's Saturday. Do I have... Yes. I mean, might as well. What button would I be looking for here? There we go. To the shrine. Never felt like doo-doo. Next, you can pick this time. It's a bit of time like man, I got nothing from 2 social links in a row.
So that's what happened on the night of the 7th. It was a difficult operation.
I see. They're getting tougher. But it's not all bad news. I called today's meeting because...
I'm sorry. Before we go on, I'd like to ask Mitsuru-senpai something.
Me?
Since I've joined, so many things have happened. I went along with it without really understanding what was going on. But now I need to know. I'm gonna ask you straight out. You've been hiding something from us, haven't you, senpai? You act like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour and Tartarus. But they're related to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
What accident?
Yukari-chan. There was an explosion near our school, and a lot of people died. It must have been big news back then. You know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But around the same time, a large number of students were recorded as absent. Seems like more than just a coincidence.
What do you mean?
I dug up some old school records and found something interesting. The students who were absent, they all collapsed suddenly and had to be hospitalized. Sound familiar? You know, like the girls who bullied Fuka. There has to be an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you must know something. Tell me the truth.
I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. It just never seemed relevant. But...
It's okay. It's not your fault.
all right. I'll tell you the whole story. The shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates that they can even affect time and space. We think of them as our enemies, but what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They would be a source of unimaginable power, wouldn't they?
What?
14 years ago, one man pursued that line of thinking. He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo, my grandfather. My grandfather was obsessed with the shadows. He wanted to harness their power for something extraordinary.
Like what?
He assembled a team of top scientists, and over several years, he put together an impressive collection of shadows.
Hey, what? Damn, that's freaking crazy.
However, 10 years ago, during the final stages of the experiment, they lost control of the shadow's power. And in the process, the very nature of the world was altered.
Oh my, do you mean...
Yes, Tartarus and the Dark Hour. By their account, the mass of shadows they collected split into several large ones that then dispersed. These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Is that why they've appeared in different places?
Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus? Don't tell me. That's where they conducted the experiment?
Yes,
Then those students who were hospitalized.
I'm afraid it's just as you're thinking. Port Island must have been an ideal location for them. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could do as they pleased. As you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekukan High School.
Does that mean all we've been doing is cleaning up their mess? You lied to us? You knew, too, didn't you, Senpai? They've just been using us. Or do you not care as long as you get to fight?
I never said anything like that. I have my reasons.
Think what you'd like. It was my decision not to share that information. I'm sorry. I never intended to deceive you. Convincing you to join C's was my highest priority. As absurd as it may seem, only we, with our personas, can fight the shadows.
How could you?
Besides, some of us were never given a choice.
Mitsuru, don't.
Yukari, it's those in the past who are to blame, and they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But...
It's been 10 years since that incident. No one knows why those shadows suddenly returned. But since they're active, at least we can find and destroy them. Do you realize what this means? What if I told you that those 12 shadows are the cause of everything?
Then if we defeat them all, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will disappear?
Exactly! That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See, it's good news, isn't it?
Is that true?
There's evidence to support it. Now, our true battle begins.
I see.
Regardless of what's happened in the past, we must fight to protect the people. The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to just wait for them.
Indeed.
And there are many mysteries still surrounding Tartarus. Why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answer must lie within it.
6 shadows remain, huh? I'm very sorry about everything. If there's anything you'd like to know, please ask. 12 shadows? Yes, 10 years ago, a substantial number of shadows were consolidated into a single entity. Its power was immense, far greater than any of the shadows currently inside Tartarus. Experiments were performed on it, and an unfortunate accident took place, dividing the entity into 12 shadows. These shadows only appear during the full moon. In the end, over 50 people were injured in the accident, and the media placed a full blame on the Kirijo group for the tragedy. They singled out one researcher in particular, declaring him the main culprit behind it all. Whether this was actually true or not was not the issue. The public was looking for someone to vent their hurt and anger on. So they chose him, even though he was a victim himself. Their wrath was unparalleled. The darker side of mankind was most certainly on display during that time. Under the pretense that she was assisting the group, she was subjected to the experiment for many years. So Mitsuru wasn't born with the ability to summon persona, she was forced to learn how. I've known him and Mitsuru for a very long time. In fact, Akihiko joined us when he was only in middle school. At the time, we had a third member as well, but I digress. You seem so calm, dude. Must be because you can do anything. No matter what happens, you can always protect yourself, right? You're always so confident. Wish I could be like that. Junpei-kun. The only thing anyone knows about Tartarus is that it creates shadows. Other than that, we're all in the dark. I don't think I need to tell you, Rick. You can't go to Tartarus. Oh, since Junpei-kun doesn't understand what's going on, I'm going to review it with him. But if we defeat all 12 shadows, then I won't have any more use for my persona. Man, it's such an amazing power, I can't let it go to waste. Sorry, I just don't feel like talking to anyone right now. Anyway, I have homework, so. I caused trouble for you. We shouldn't see each other for some time. Perhaps you should study. I'm about to review my notes now. Studying actually helps take your mind off things. Alright. Ooh, sorry.
Nothing to do as usual, huh?
Why are you here? If you came here to try and convince me, then forget it.
It's nothing like that. I just wanted to see how you were doing. Huh? We've known each other for a long time. It's been almost 14 years since we met at the orphanage. You, me, and Miki. We used to run around here until the sun went down. Back then, it seemed like we had all the time in the world.
You haven't changed one bit. If you want to get all sappy, go do it with your other friends.
What was that?
It's rare for you to think about the past. Usually you just charge ahead like a damn fool. So obviously there's something on your mind.
I do reminisce sometimes. But what's the point? Anyway, we finally know how to get rid of Tartarus in the dark hour.
No shit.
Yeah. To be honest, all I've been thinking about lately is getting stronger. But yesterday, someone made me question my reason for fighting.
Your reason for fighting, huh? That's different for every person. But if you don't have a good one, you can always quit. Like I did.
I'm not like you. Man, I can't believe I'm the one getting lectured here. Well, see you around.
You haven't changed at all.
Yes?
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Senpai? Oh, please come in.
Not only do you excel at providing support during battle, but also at obtaining information.
Oh, I'm sorry for doing that without permission.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble, but I do have a special favor to ask of you. I want you to find out as much as you can about that incident 10 years ago.
But very little was made public.
That's why I want you to access the Kirijo Group's database.
You mean hack into their system? That's illegal.
I'll give you my ID and password. You'll be free from accountability. I want to know the truth, in detail.
Senpai.
Of course, I'll understand if you refuse.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Are you sure? I appreciate it. Yamagishi, aren't you resentful? After all, despite my good intentions, I did drag you into this without fully explaining. Certainly you must be a little angry with me.
Not really. You see, my parents have an inferiority complex because all my relatives are doctors. That's why they're so tough on me. It's really hard for me to be at home. But here, I feel important, and I can help you and the others. So why should I be angry?
You're right, Yamagishi. We do need you. No one can take your place. Thank you. I'll see you later.
So, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will be gone, huh? That's good. That's what we've been fighting for. So why am I so pissed?
Gosh, it's hot. Even for July.
Seriously, but at least we're seniors now. We won't be wearing these stupid uniforms much longer.
Yeah, I've had enough of this. I just want to get accepted to college and start having some fun.
know why. I'm the reason. I was like, fighting is my duty, but hell, it's all I'm good for. If it weren't for that, it'd be worthless. My duty. What a bunch of bullshit. I can't fight worth shit anyway. Not compared to him, at least. Damn it! Nothing I do is good enough.
Seems like my worst fears keep coming true. Am I stupid to believe in things like trust and friendship? Dad, this old letter of yours. I must have read it 1,000 times since it came last spring.
March 6th, 2000. To my family. Tomorrow, I bring this letter to the opening ceremony for the Moonlight Bridge. It'll be stored in a time capsule and sent to you 10 years from now. Yukari, you're so small right now, but in 10 years, you'll be 16. You'll be in high school. I know you've been sad because I have to work so late, but you still always greet me with a smile. I'm really proud of myself. Kirijo-san appointed me head researcher. I'll be starting on a big project soon, and I'm happy to be receiving so much recognition for my work. But I swear to you that nothing is more important to me than you and your mother.
Dad.
Yukari, are you remembering to enjoy life? Are you still bright-eyed and hopeful like you are now? No matter what happens in the next 10 years, I hope you're happy. Well, I hope this letter brings a smile to your face. Love, Dad.
No matter what happens, huh? I can't lose hope. For his sake. I won't turn my back. I won't be like Mom. Not ever.
Lots of story on this part. Finally, something's happening in this game, though. Alright, good stopping point. Thanks for watching.